into that pot, the little one. What's going on? Sorry, I had it muted so I could listen to some tunes. Yeah, I'm going to be pretty soon too. I've got almost 10 hours into this today. That sounds like a back-breaking day, though. Yep. Always a lot of dues to be paid. Yeah, there's very little reference for the back. So right now I'm just kind of making it up. Your Chula should be there very soon. And we're going to be going pretty solid on Kumias pretty soon. I want to cast 4 of them. I think I can handle painting 4 at a time. That way I can mix up, enough paint to work with and not waste so much. And keep the colors, the same. So it's not slightly different on every single one. You can always get it close. The problem with mixing small amounts is you get less accurate with your ratios the smaller you go, and then you end up wasting a lot of that silicone. So I'll try to avoid some of that. Yeah, and since I have to give, a little bit of time in between coats, I can just go mask to mask with the same color. By the time I get back to the first one, it should be ready to go again. So it'll just be a lot more efficient overall. Yeah, finishing is definitely an art form. That's something that I think we've really lost in Western culture is architecture as an art and building as an art. I mean, everything used to be like this highly skilled craftsmanship and everything, and now it's neighborhoods. My best friend growing up, his dad was a painter, a house painter, raised 4 kids and lived very well as a house painter. And he just can't do that anymore. This monster in a box over here. You gotta reach out. Those are pretty sharp, you know. Those are sharp. No, you can't have that. You don't want that. Don't mess with that. Yeah, she's having a good night. Chilling on the desk. Oh. Yeah, I'm not really sure how I came to have a Sephora Sephora box, but I guess somebody probably sent me something. I save, I keep a few on hand of different sizes. I go through a lot of them. If you get in a pinch, and you have to go and pick up a box at like the UPS store, you pay a fortune for a stupid cardboard box. It's crazy. Those places are a huge ripoff. There's one real close to here, and the guy is a total ripoff artist too. I swear he puts his thumb on the scale. when he weighs stuff. But he always adds stuff onto your package. You know, you get he gives you the price. You're like, what? And he like puts insurance and everything on it. You're like, no, 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 no. Get out of here. You no want insurance? No, not that much. It's a shyster. Well, yeah, they get profit at the UPS stores. They're privately owned franchises. Yeah, I went down one time. I had to ship a box out to California for a meeting, and it was a big box. It was like a 24-inch by 24-inch box, and probably close to 2 feet high too. It was almost a cube, full of stuff. Guy quotes me $900. I said, "You're out of your mind." So then he got it down to 500, and I checked. It was also a rush delivery too for a meeting, but he goes, it needs to be inside of another box, and I'm like, why is that? And something about because it had another manufacturer on it, and I'm like, okay, put it inside of another box. So he goes, gets a box just barely bigger, puts it inside that box, and he starts pouring peanuts and stuff all around it and stuff and paper in there and tapes it up. And then he go to the counter, he rings it up, it's higher, and then he says for the packing materials $18.95. I said, fuck you. And I ripped the box open. I took my box out. I said, ship it just like this. I ain't paying you shit. He's this little foreign asshole. I just about punched his ass out. $20 for peanuts and a box. I mean, he's a real con artist, and everybody in the area knows he is too. But it's the only UPS store. He's ready to fight the guy. Oh, and you know what I did? I remember now what I did. I called up the client and I said, "Do you have a UPS account?" And they said, "Yes." And I said, "Here's the dimensions. Here's the weight. Email me a shipping label." And they used their account. It was like $300 and some dollars. So he started at $900. I went in there. I told that guy, I said, "I'm going to watch you from now on every single package. And if you do this to me again, I'm going to report you to UPS." Little shit. Yeah, I've got to go get some water too. Ugh, it is hot. I've got lights on and this stupid little crock pot and burning me up. wonder if this other light's better. Some air running in here. I'm just being stubborn too. I refuse to turn on the air conditioner this early. But it's getting there. Well, there's not going to be much more time. Yeah, she's not left the box. She's been in there the whole time. They're watching you. Where are you going? If you're going to get up. Oh, look at. She's looking up at the tendies. What's up there? What's up there? Oh my goodness. What is in there? We gotta put those tendies in the fridge. They've been out a few hours now. Yeah, she had the live tendy cam earlier. She got the pig out. You're gonna stay here, or you're gonna get down. There she go. You need to go get some water and probably use the box, right? Been in here for hours. There you go. Come on. I'll be right back. I'm gonna grab some water. That's what she's doing. Get some water. I get these at Publix, which is a grocery store chain, and they are the best. They're $8 a pound, but they are gourmet shit. Real good, high quality chicken, no hormones, and they make them there. They take the chicken from their own butcher and make them there. I know this dude doesn't have a neck, but I really get the feeling I need to extend his neck out or push his head out about 1/8 of an inch. Because he could crane his neck, like if he was really stretching that thing out. Yeah, they have good wings too. $12 for a box of wings. A little bit high. I remember when wings were like the garbage. And you'd go to like a bar and they would have 10-cent wing night. We used to go with my friends. We'd go to this place. It was they'd have 25-cent wing night. They were starting to go up. Yeah, that's a lot cheaper than they are here. A lot cheaper. It's like 12 and change for a box of 20 American. So like our money is worth 10 times Canadian money. I think that's the conversion rate. Isn't like a Canadian dollar worth like 10 cents American? Yeah, I think that needs to stretch out because I like the detail under the chin. And if it doesn't crane out, hey, he'd just like stick his head out and go, Yeah, I'm just kidding. I remember when it was 60 cents. It was 60 cents for a long time. That was a pretty big deal. Yeah, so I'm gonna extend dude's neck out. So there's like, frogs have those pods behind their ears, and I see in like one of these pictures, it's kind of got those pods. So it needs some more mass behind the jaw and the pod. So I'm gonna crane that neck out. Oh, this is kind of cruel. Like bringing the guillotine down on a frog. There's a bigger blade. I still can't get over how he broke a deer's leg after he shot it. He's a psychopath. That's the behavior of a psychopath. Okay, getting in your box. I don't know. I don't forget. I've never forgotten. This almost seems inhumane. No, no, no. You can't go that way. You got to go to your box if you're going to get in there. Otherwise, you have to get down. Forget about those. Forget about those. Oh, we're fighting the fleas hard this year. Even outside, if I go outside, they just jump out of the grass. I don't know. We had a pretty cold winter. I don't know why there's so many. They just got another treatment of advantage. No, that's a terrible idea. Terrible idea. Yeah, the mosquitoes are like nothing this year, but fleas and ants. And you know those big, huge, juicy ants that are like that big, and you can see their pinchers. They eat fleas. So whenever I see one of those big old boys walking around, I leave them be. No, you got to get down. You have to get down. You can't have that. You've had enough. You've had enough to eat. Come on. If you're gonna be a butthole about things, then you can go. Down. Get. Oh man, when I lived in northern Minnesota, it ticks everywhere. Damn deer ticks. If you went in the woods, you had to check yourself for ticks because you for sure you had one somewhere. They drop out of the trees on you. And I had an uncle that got Lyme disease. He was a big time hunter. He was always out in the woods. And eventually he got one of those deer ticks, got him. As far as I know now, there's like a real good treatment to get rid of it. But when it first started showing up, there wasn't. And I guess the main thing is it's like fatigue and things like that. Weakness makes you feel really weak. Just like ISIS, put his head on his back, take his head off, and then slow down. I know what you're up to. I'm about to get wrecked. Aren't I? Are you going to do it? I don't want to be surprised. Are you going to do it? You going to sit in your box? Come on. And sit in your box. There you go. Hang out now? Go hang out? She is a hunter, that's for sure. In the fall, when the stink bugs come out, that's going to be a real treat. I'll be smelling those things every time she munches on one. I don't know how those stink bugs do it, but they get inside and I'll like pick up a piece of wood and there'll be like 10 stink bugs just chilling out in a pile. Like, what are you guys doing here? I'm just hanging out here in a group. Yes, exactly. They look like a little armored tank. They're really cool. Have a good night. Yeah, I think even a quarter of an inch will be okay. A little bit longer is better than shorter because when I do the waxes, I can fine tune it. Yeah, I'm not a spider guy. I really have a fear, like a primal fear. If I like get one or one runs up to me, I like freak out for a second instinctively, and then I don't jump up on a chair or anything, but they do freak me out. They can hiss, they can growl, they can shriek like a banshee. I had a damn wolf spider about that big jump out of a bush onto me one time when I walked by. I just about had a heart attack. We get these big yellow writing spiders. They're the ones that make the web and then they zigzag down at the bottom of the web, but they get huge. And if you walk by them, and they sense you, they'll start to like pull their legs and they make the whole web spring back and forth in and out. Oh man, I don't mind ants. Like I'll go and watch ants. They don't give me the creeps. It's kind of creepy, if you like hit an ant hill and then a million of them come out. And I'm not too cool with that, but I don't mind spiders if they're outside. They're cool, but that and even like some of those the crabs, those like really weird alien looking crabs, they look like big giant horned spiders. I don't like spiders. Oof. This guy. He's not afraid of frogs. You're gonna be afraid of me though. I hate flies. Oh, yes. Crayfish really freak me out too. But I think it's that whole spider thing with the legs. I used to go catch them, when we were kids, and they always creep me out just to pick one up by their little shell, and they'd all hunch in like a little armored spider. Oh, gross. And they freak me out more now than they did when I was a kid. That's kind of odd. No, that's an interesting way to look at it. I know someone that is terrified of snakes. Snakes don't bother me. Oh, this guy, he wants to kill every single snake. It's like, no, 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 no. Don't kill the king snakes and the garden snakes. Some of those fears I think are like hardwired in us, like a primal fear for like protection. Self-preservation. You know, like most people are instinctively afraid of large fires. Like you see a house fire and it really freaks you out. But like a campfire, people just get mesmerized. It's like we're programmed to associate that with safety and warmth. Yeah, I don't have a thing with any plants. Although I do have one hell of an allergy to poison ivy. Ooh, man. As a kid running through the woods in northern Minnesota, I ended up at the doctor a couple of times for penicillin shots. Super, super Benadryl. I'm going to extend them out. I think I'm going to go a full 1/4 of an inch. So I can really get those tendons and conduit in the neck. Oh, what did I do with those nice little toothpicks that I cut? Knock them on the floor. There they are. I'm with you on that. We used to watch that show about the crab fishermen, and they would pick up those great big sea monsters. Uh-uh, not happening. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Much better. Stretch that neck out and pull it back in later. Let's tip them a little bit too. Because I think eventually I'm going to do a wasp. We'll get this done and then do like the big wasp and some like cool body down here. And I'm good with that. I need to get one of those lights that has the diffusing panel on it. LED lights throw off a surprising amount of heat. Whenever I go to a sushi restaurant, I have to ask them whether or not they have imitation crab, the crab, like those crab sticks that are punched out of other fish, or if it's real. And sometimes they get offended. And I'm like, no, 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 no. I can't eat the real stuff. I'm allergic. I want to have the sticks. Okay, we have. I love sushi. I could never get into that real hardcore stuff like the octopus that are alive and stuff. That I wouldn't be into. Need more fugu. Is that wasn't that a Simpsons episode? More fugu. Homer eats the blowfish. Yes, I like unagi. I wouldn't think I would. That's why it is kind of a garbage fish, but that's why they barbecue it. A lot of foods have an origin in trying to make them more palatable. A lot of southern food came from poverty. All the fried food is just trying to make things that weren't the best more palatable, like okra, squash, some of the less appetizing parts of chickens, the organs and things like that. Yeah, if she stays chilling up there, we can coexist on the desk. She's being very good tonight. She's normally not this agreeable. But she's been here, well, 6 months now, so she'll be coming up on a year old. I would think she was at least 3 months old. Maybe not much more. Pretty wild. I don't think she was ever weaned. She had some, and she still does some weird things. Like she'll lay down and she'll kind of like nurse on your shirt. She'll start making bread and then start burying her face in your shirt. Yeah. That's much better. So I can extend those traps down, make them a little more manly. little more heroic. Eel's kind of like a snake, though, isn't it? It's just like a nasty garbage fish. Can't even afford to have legs, fins. This flat, broke fish. Oh, that's so much better. I don't know why I didn't catch that earlier. Now you get tunnel vision. You look at something for so long. Yeah, I need that space behind the eye. So this trap is stretched out, extended, in extension. This one's in flexation over here. Does have a really deep clavicle. I don't know if that might be part of the armor. every sushi place has that fried flat, that's flash fried in tempura, and I think it's like I think it's tuna or salmon, cream cheese, and then they put that orange sauce on it. Oh man, I love that thing. At the local place here, it's called Yummy Yummy Roll, and it is yummy. I was gonna try to sneak a tendy for myself, but that is not gonna happen. I've been thinking about that tendy for like 3 or 4 hours, and she's been sitting here the whole time. And she ate 2 of them earlier. 2 whole tendies. She barely even let eggs have a bite. There's only like one left and like a piece of one, and I'm gonna have some dinner at some point today. It's kind of crazy when your cat gets more tendies than you at $8 a pound. No, that last tendy is my dinner. She had 2 full tendies herself. She's not getting that last one. I bet she'd like a piece of turkey. She'd like a piece of turkey? That is true. I do have water. You want a piece of turkey? Oh, here comes the frenzy. Oh, get up here. Over here. Up here. Think you'd like a piece of turkey? Ooh, 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 it's flapping. It's Here you go. Nah, she ate her weight in tendies today. No, she doesn't want this. She wants the bag. She wants the loot. The big prize. Come on. Seriously. You've eaten enough today. She ate a whole can of Fancy Feast this morning by herself. Pretty much before eggs could even smell it. And she's had dry food in her bowl all day long. Are you ready? Oh man, it's time to shut down for the night. Time to shut down. You gonna get in the box? There you go. Well, I didn't make my goal. I wanted to have all this raked out. I probably would have made it had I not moved the head, but no, stay up there. Stay up there. Or you'll have to get down. Stay there. Tomorrow's another day. You gonna dig a hole? I want to get this thing looking somewhat good before, in case people come by. There's a rough stage in the beginning. That's probably the worst part about doing these kind of projects live, is that there's a lot of time when it looks like shit. You know, some people will come in and see it looks like shit and they'll never come back again. Yeah, the butt's tight. Check that thing out. It's looking great back there. Like a little Bunsey Ronstein back there. It's nice. I made it even a little more round. Maybe. Well, hey, dude. What's going on? A rare appearance. A rare summertime appearance. Let's not get wild, guys. Look, don't get wild. Yeah, I think Eggs thought he was missing tendies. All right, dudes. I tell you what. I gotta cover this up though, because you can't get hair all over it. Calm down. Calm down. Okay. I hear you. I hear you. Just the smallest amount of patience, guys. The smallest amount. All right. Here's the deal. You're getting half of this tendy, and that's it. I'm going to have the other half. I'm going to have a very small little tendy sandwich. Okay, there you go. Here, that's for you. That's clay. You don't want to eat that. Next. Oh, you messed up, Eggs. You blew it. She got it. Bury me in tendies, huh? All right, last one for you. Here you go, eggs. Don't drop it. Don't drop it. There you go. All right, everybody good now? She's still looking for crumbs. Where's more? More. The eggs is good. He's like, all right, that was thanks. Thanks for those tendies. She's just like, where's the rest? Or are you finding tendy crumbs on her back? I see one. You just looking for tendy grease? Yeah. See, that's why. Summertime. Summertime fur. I have to vacuum off the desk or there'll be cat hair stuck in my clay. You guys are gonna mess up that Skexus back there. You want the rest of it? I'm gonna take one bite. I'm gonna take a bite. Oh, good. I had my big giant bite of tendies. There you go. There you go. There you go. If you drop it, she's gonna get it. Next. See, if you drop it, dude, like a shark, a feeding frenzy. All right, come on, hang on. Let eggs have a piece. Come on, let eggs have a piece. Here you go, next. Come on. You dropped your piece. Is it too big? Is that the problem? Do I really have to make smaller pieces for you? No, look at the desk. It's carnage. It's just debris. Well, I guess I get potato wedges, huh? don't think you want that egg. You want to give it a try? All right, you got to try a wedge. Sure, potatoes are good for you. Eggs, I don't think you want potatoes. You're not a potato kind of guy. You ever see a cat pig down potatoes? She'll eat anything. All right. She will eat anything. If she sees me eat it, she will eat it. Vegetables, anything. You got to get more aggressive, eggs. You got to get more aggressive when you eat. You got to go for it. See what you're dealing with? The little one will. Eggs won't. Yeah. She's got those little squeak toys. She'll run and bring them. Don't get mad at me. You made the mess. Like breading and grease everywhere now. Oh, you got a. Oh, it's just a fly. Just a little gnat. Someday I should just start feeding her and just see how long it will go. Will she ever fill up? Look at her. She's a maniac. She's a maniac. Come on, Eggs. You got to get in here, dude. You got to get in there and you got to eat. She's going to have about 2 licks of gravy before she's got it gone. She eats every meal like this. Can you stay in your lane? Come on. Stay on your side. It's just rude. You've got to be getting full at this point. That spider web up in the corner up there. I got to bring the shop back in here tomorrow. I wish eggs would sort her out a little bit with that. Otherwise, she's going to alpha him. I don't think he worries too much about food, though. He knows there's always going to be food, so he's not freaked out about it. She's literally trying to eat the piece that he's trying to eat. You getting full yet? Oh, look at that belly. Oh. Look at that belly. It's like a little pot-bellied pig. Volume-wise, she's eaten 3 times as much today as I have. I had half a tendy. She had 2. Plus 2 cans of food and then dry food all day long. Probably about 4 potato wedges. She's really a little hog, isn't she? She's a hog. Oh, you know why I have styrofoam plates and not paper plates? Because paper plates soak up gravy. And paper plates, apparently, you can eat those too. So I had to switch to styrofoam so she wouldn't chew on the paper. Are you full? Did we do it? Uh-oh. Car chase on Gloom Tube. Love a car chase.
So basically cut off a motorcycle, try to get ahead of it, and then cut it off. This driver doesn't seem too seasoned or that secure on the motorcycle. We see the bike wobbling when it comes through intersections or making one of those sharp turns. Looks like right now he's taking this street bike.
I think she might be full. Either that or she's going to throw up.
This is actually going to be a park. Now he's on
Are you full?
Roadway here that's actually going to be paralleling the.
You're kidding me.
I believe this is going to be the 10. The helicopter talking to the ground units down there, talking about an access road by the park. And this is.
Are you full finally?
I believe it's going to be the 10 freeway. Could be the 60. But we're definitely eastbound, and he's on a bike path right now. There's the freeway that we've been talking about. Video narrows and just going underneath there. But officers, I don't want to lose this.
Live Sky 9, where is this?
Get into the park area, the helicopter continuing to
Oh, it must have been a short one. They're already offline again. I just got the alert.
Working around this bike, even though it seems like
it must have been a short chase.
Making very windy turns, going back and forth. Has basically gone underneath us, and the helicopter, the PD helicopter as well. So this person aware of at least the law enforcement. Whoa, whoa, whoa. And that's what I was talking about. Not a very good motorcycle rider.
Oh, yeah, he dumped it.
Sharp turn right there. Basically went right off the bike path and ditched the bike in some weeds. Now he's trying to struggle. He's working his way. Very difficult to see this evening. I can't really bump it up any higher for the picture quality. You can see the bike right there. Every now and then you see that white T-shirt. This is some. It's going to be a shrubbery, or there's going to be foliage down there. And this is going to be very close to Whittier.
These reporters are such parasites. God, they're the worst.
I don't think that was his plan. And now he's basically running in this area. Every now and then we got a glance of him, or we can see it.
Oh, he dumped that bike hard.
Sheriff's helicopter working on getting a location, keeping that light on him, and believe me, there is a little bit of light, but they're going to be switching to FLIR to keep an eye on this guy. This pursuit coming to an end right now in the San Gabriel area near Whittier News.
So you're saying it's coming to an end? So
boy, they sure have a lot of car chases out in California, huh? They're almost always in California.
But the helicopter, the sheriff's helicopter, is going to have that FLIR on him. So they are communicating.
That was insane. That last one. They failed like 10 pit maneuvers. All they had to do was drive a car in front of that car at the intersection, and they would have stopped it. That was absolutely ridiculous.
We do have some more information. Understanding that driver initially was wanted for reckless driving. So there was a motorcycle rider, passenger. We understand the passenger was dropped off at a parking lot of a Kaiser. We don't know if the condition of that person.
Oh, he's busted now.
Yep, he's probably hurting. There's no doubt about it. Maybe a little adrenaline, but definitely going into custody here right off the bike path. The whole time.
Yeah, that one didn't last long. That's why they were gone.
He was talking to these units that were on the ground, giving them directions on how to get there. These two units pulled up, basically right to the location, now helping them out of the.
All right, y'all. I'm going to shut down for the night. It's 1 o'clock in the morning. I'll be back on it again tomorrow. Have a great night.
Okay. Thank you so much, Stu.